Our story begins in Porto Alegre, Brazil, in the heart of the vibrant favelas. Born Ronaldo de Assis Moreira, but known to the world as Ronaldinho, our protagonist was just a young boy when he first felt the magnetic pull of the beautiful game. Football for him was much more than a sport. It was an escape, a passion, a beacon of hope in an otherwise challenging life. In the narrow, dust-laden streets of the favelas, a football was a prized possession, a ticket to a world where poverty and hardship could be momentarily forgotten. It was here that Ronaldinho's love for the game was born and nurtured. His feet were his paintbrush, the ball his canvas, and with every dribble, every trick, every goal, he painted a picture of his dreams. While most children his age were busy navigating the rigors of school and adolescence, Ronaldinho was mastering the art of football. His home, a modest, tin-roofed house, was his first training ground. His brother Roberto, a professional footballer himself, was his first coach, mentor, and biggest supporter. Every day, after school, Ronaldinho would rush to the local pitch, where he would spend hours honing his skills. His extraordinary talent was evident even then. His touch was magical, his dribbling mesmerizing, and his goals simply out of this world. Football wasn't just a game for Ronaldinho, it was a way of life. In the favelas of Porto Alegre, amidst the hardships and struggles, Ronaldinho found solace in football. He didn't just play the game, he danced with it, flirted with it, made it his own, and in doing so he became a beacon of hope not just for himself, but for the entire community. His journey from these humble beginnings to becoming one of the most iconic footballers in history is a testament to his passion, dedication, and unwavering belief in his dreams. And so, as we delve deeper into Ronaldinho's life, let's remember that it all started here, in the favelas of Porto Alegre, where a young boy's love for football became his escape, his passion, and his destiny. Watch as we relive the early milestones of Ronaldinho's career, from his humble beginnings to the moments that made the world stand up and take notice. His journey started with Grêmio, a club nestled in his hometown of Porto Alegre. It was here that the raw talent of a young Ronaldinho began to shine, his flair and creativity on the ball turning heads and raising eyebrows. As he weaved his way through defenders and scored from seemingly impossible angles, it was evident that this was no ordinary player. His performances were not only spectacular, they were game-changing. His skill and audacity on the pitch were a breath of fresh air in a game often dominated by tactics and discipline. Then came the moment that took his career to new heights. His performances had caught the attention of the footballing world, and the stage was set for his meteoric rise. It was clear, a star was born. Fast forward to Barcelona, where Ronaldinho's flair and magic reached its zenith. The stage was set at the Grand Theater of Camp Nou. It was here that Ronaldinho's star shone brightest, illuminating the football world with his enchanting performances. With Barcelona, Ronaldinho wasn't just playing football. He was orchestrating a symphony of skill and creativity, a spectacle that left spectators in a state of wonder. His audacious flicks, mesmerizing dribbles, and sublime goals were a testament to his genius, forever etching his name in the annals of football history. He was the ringleader of a Barcelona side that dominated both domestic and European football. With Ronaldinho at the helm, the Catalan Giants clinched 2 La Liga titles, 2 Supercopa de España titles, and the coveted UEFA Champions League, the pinnacle of European football. But it wasn't just the titles that defined Ronaldinho's era at Barcelona. It was the way he played the game, with an unadulterated joy that was infectious. His samba style of football, combined with his signature grin, encapsulated the essence of the beautiful game. Football wasn't a chore or a job for Ronaldinho. It was a celebration of life. His brilliance didn't go unnoticed. Ronaldinho was crowned FIFA World Player of the Year, not once, but twice during his spell at Barcelona. It was a fitting acknowledgement for a player who was, at his peak, unquestionably the best in the world. But perhaps the most telling testament to Ronaldinho's impact was the standing ovation he received from Real Madrid fans at the Santiago Bernabeu, a rare feat for a Barcelona player. It was a moment that transcended rivalry and competition, a moment that celebrated the sheer magic of Ronaldinho. This was the era of Ronaldinho, an era where one man with a ball at his feet and a smile on his face brought joy to millions and redefined what it meant to play football. An era where every touch, every move, every goal was a moment of sheer magic, an era that will forever be remembered in the hearts of football fans around the world. Ronaldinho transcended the pitch, becoming a global icon. His magic with the ball was matched only by his charisma off it, creating ripples far beyond the boundaries of the football field. The world was caught in the spell of the Brazilian maestro. His popularity soared sky high, making him a darling of the masses. From Tokyo to Timbuktu, Ronaldinho's name was on everyone's lips. His dazzling skills and infectious smile were appreciated and adored by millions, irrespective of their allegiance. His fame wasn't confined to the pitch, it was global. He was seen in commercials endorsing big brands, his playful spirit making each ad memorable. But Ronaldinho's influence wasn't limited to commercial success. He used his global platform for philanthropy, contributing to numerous charitable causes, lending a helping hand to those less fortunate. Ronaldinho was more than a footballer. He was a beacon of hope, a symbol of joy, and indeed a cultural phenomenon. As we transition to Ronaldinho's later years with AC Milan and beyond, the narrative of his career takes a new turn. Having already achieved the pinnacle of footballing success and established himself as a global icon, Ronaldinho embarked on a journey to the historic city of Milan, donning the famous black and red jersey of AC Milan. Despite the changing scenery, one thing remained constant: Ronaldinho's magical touch and his unique ability to make the football dance to his tunes. From the San Siro in Milan to the Flamengo Maracana in Rio, Ronaldinho's enchanting performances continued to captivate audiences worldwide. At AC Milan, Ronaldinho showcased a more mature style of play. His game was no longer solely about flamboyant tricks and flicks. Instead, he demonstrated a deeper understanding of the game, blending his natural flair with a more strategic approach. His passes were more calculated, his movements more deliberate, and yet, he never lost that spark of creativity which made him Ronaldinho. After his stint at AC Milan, Ronaldinho continued to spread his magic in various corners of the world, from Flamengo in his home country Brazil to Querétaro in Mexico, and even to the Indian Super League with Goa. His infectious smile and his love for the game remained undiminished, and he continued to inspire a new generation of footballers with his enduring passion. As Ronaldinho's career transitioned through various leagues and countries, he remained a force to be reckoned with, a player who could change the course of a game with a single touch. The boy from the favelas had become a man of the world, but the joy he brought to the game, the magic he created with the ball, never faded. Ronaldinho's journey was about more than just football. It was about breaking boundaries, defying expectations, and reminding us all of the joy and magic that football can bring. His story is a testament to the power of passion, the beauty of creativity, and the enduring allure of the beautiful game. Even as the chapters changed, the magic endured. Beyond the football pitch, Ronaldinho's heart was as big as his talent. This extraordinary player was more than just a magician with a football. He was a beacon of hope, a symbol of joy, and a true humanitarian. Ronaldinho knew the struggles of growing up in the favelas, and he used his fame and fortune to give back to the community. He immersed himself in various charitable endeavors, providing support to underprivileged children, and using his influence to promote education and social justice. His charity work extended beyond Brazil, reaching far-flung corners of the world. From building sports facilities in impoverished neighborhoods to advocating for children's rights, Ronaldinho's off-field activities were as inspiring as his on-field exploits. His impact was not confined within the four lines of the football pitch, it resonated far and wide, a true testament to the positive impact he made on and off the pitch. As we conclude this journey, Ronaldinho's legacy is not just about the goals he scored or the titles he won. It's so much more. It's an enduring testament to the sheer joy and exuberance he brought to the beautiful game. Ronaldinho didn't just play football. He danced with the ball, painting a canvas of creativity that left spectators in awe. His tricks, his flicks, his audacious skills, they were all a celebration of the sport he loved so dearly. But Ronaldinho's influence extends beyond the pitch. He inspired a generation of youngsters to dream, to believe that they too could one day captivate the world with their talent. His story of overcoming adversity to reach the pinnacle of football serves as a beacon of hope for aspiring footballers everywhere. It's about the joy he brought to the game and the inspiration he provided to millions of aspiring footballers.